Tryna squeeze into my true religion, that Celebrate don't wanna say you like I don't buy it with a say you like You said the body unbelievable. Can't trust a bigger than a Gemini. I keep it juicy. I eat that lunch. She keep that booty. She keep that plump. Then that's beauty. Yeah. If you could see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back.
Howdy. Whew, it's one of those days. About to roll a blunt. So, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've been doing a good job of not coming on here to vent so much about my situation, right? But how much can a person take? How much can a person really take at the end of the day? So, let's get into it. Today is about my situation. If you don't want to hear about it, then you can exit out. And I'm going to try my best to be as diplomatic as possible. I'm not going to use profanity. I'm not going to stoop to a level to make me look crazy or sound crazy. But it's a moment when you realize that the world is against you. And then when you realize that the world is against you, you sit there and wonder, how did this happen? When I was being a good person towards these individuals. What's up, SC? I appreciate you, SC, because you always reach out to me to see how I'm doing. Because you know of all people that this situation is not easy. And I've been holding it down without coming on here, right? I've been holding it down. I've been going through major anxiety. Major. Like, people don't understand what anxiety is until you feel it. Till you experience it. It sounds like a word that's like, oh, that's not a big deal. No. When you feel like your heart is throbbing through your chest, where you feel like you can't catch your breath, where you are waking up in the middle of the night to panic attacks. Not because you're crazy, because you're being mistreated, because you've been abused. So I'm going to vent today. Because I haven't been telling my story. I've been just dealing with it silently as much as possible. Okay. When it comes to my children's father, I forgave him a lot. I forgave him so much that I'm stuck where people were telling me, you seem like you're still stuck on him. You're stuck on the past. You still love him. You still want to be with him. I'm still going through the pain. So this is why this conversation isn't for everybody. That's why I said if it's not for you, then exit out. I had to go to criminal court today. First of all, that in itself hurts because I'm going to criminal court because they're playing with my kids. I'm in criminal court because first and foremost, this man lied on me. Just so he could be with another bitch. He lied on me so I could lose my kids, right? So I would be the villain. So let's start there. Do you know the pain of living every day knowing that you got lied on? And that's why you're in the situation you're in. I got lied on by somebody that was supposed to love me. Somebody I forgave many times for them doing really fucked up things. I forgave him many times Because I didn't want to be the black woman to ruin a black man's life. I didn't want to be that woman. That's why y'all can't forgive easily. Because while you forgiving somebody, they going to do anything to protect themselves. Right? I waited 9 months for ACS to send me the link to a co-parenting class. Now, what does co-parenting class sound like to y'all? Doesn't it sound like both parents should be in co-parenting? No, that's not what they're doing. They made me take it, and they're not making him take it. And the sad part is, guys, I want to show y'all this because I don't even care anymore. I want to see if I can show y'all this video clip of what I learned in this co-parenting class, or what they're trying to teach me that I'm supposedly not doing. Hold on. Do I even have it? Okay. It might have to be an MP4. Hold on. So the co-parenting class, they made me wait 9 months just for me to pay for it. I had to pay for it myself. And okay, it's not working. I had to pay for it. And it took them 9 months to send me the link. In this co-parenting class, everything that I learned is what's being done to me. Y'all don't know how disgusting of a feeling that is when you're not the one doing any of this. It's literally being done to you. So the clip I was trying to show y'all was the lady who was teaching that. Well, it's a bunch of TED Talks. That's what the co-parenting is. A bunch of TED Talks on different relationship issues. And the lady said, parental alienation is domestic violence. I'm going to say that again. Parental alienation is domestic violence. I'm going to say that a third time. Parental alienation is a form of domestic violence. Now, funny enough, I've never alienated my children's father from his kids. But it's being done to me. It's being done to me. Thank you, Shug L. C. San. He said, I know, and you have been holding it down. That's why I check on you, sweetie. What you're experiencing physically is a part of the trauma you will experience. It's horrible. 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 I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what's worse. Having a man take your life, take you from your babies completely, or take you from your babies and continue to lie to make you the villain. I don't know what's worse. All right, so if I come on here at times and I cry, I don't know what else to do. There's nothing else for me to do. I have people stalking and harassing me, but I can't do that to them because they'll call the cops on me. So, parental alienation is domestic violence. So that's what's being done to me. Didn't I tell y'all that the previous worker that was on the case, they removed her from the case? They said she's on a leave of absence. Do you know I saw her today? I went up to the ACS office, and as I'm going in, she's coming out. While they're pushing me away from my kids, making it hard for me to visit with them, they're playing games. So I need to vent about how so many people turn their back on me during this process. I need to talk about that. So many people turn their back on me during this process. gonna set this on fire. My authenticity is my strength, right? So many layers, y'all. Every time I put my trust in this man, he have dogged me out, and some of y'all have witnessed it. So what I'm gonna do is, he wanted to start a YouTube channel for the kids. Because I know what to do, I used my email and I gave him access. That was like maybe 3 or 4 months ago. Do you know he started emailing people from that I was talking to ACS, emailing them, fuck you. I don't need your fucking help. Fuck you. Changed my profile in my email to his picture. Now, why would I do that? Why would I change my email to his picture if we're not together? I didn't even have my own picture up. I left it as is because I'm trying to figure out a way to get IP addresses and to show that things were being changed not from my phone. Thank you, HBK. So many people turn their back on me. So let's list them. Shouts out to my mother. She can't do everything that I need her to do because she's getting the same treatment I'm getting. Ben's mother have me and my mother blocked even before this case. But they supposed to have my kids. So then he did all of that to try to sabotage me, even though I was handing the olive branch. So what I basically was showing y'all was that y'all think that is me being nasty towards him. That's why he's treating me like that. No. Because even when I was being nice, he was treating me the same way. I can never trust him. Ever. It's so bad. I think that's the part that hurts the most. And people want me to act like it doesn't bother me. Right? I can remember times I was struggling with my kids by myself. And these people get to come in and isolate me from my kids. Play games because I offended them and they feel like they have the power to. A man lied and said I crashed into his vehicle. Even though he almost killed his sister, almost broke both of her legs, got a DUI, and I still was trying to see him get help. I asked him many times to get help, many times to get therapy, and he never did. And y'all sit here and say black women don't protect black men. We don't ride out for black men. Y'all say all type of stuff. But you know what's the most hurtful? I am that stupid black woman that did all those things for him. And it got me nothing. It didn't gain no respect. It got me the total opposite of what y'all saying. Everybody's power tripping on me. Everybody. And when I listen to other tarot readers, they be on point with it. I lost people in this season. So let's deal with some honesty. When you're dealing with narcissists, they do whatever it takes to try to kill you or make you as miserable as possible, right? That's what's happening. This person, I know for sure my children's father's a narcissist that is like, he's really dangerous. He's dangerous on another level because he thinks he's 10 steps ahead of me trying to hurt me, right? So when I was getting them prank calls, y'all remember after we did that video, when I was getting prank call for days from my mother's number and my mother was getting prank call from my number, that is somebody who's trying to use psychological warfare. Let me put her mother against her. Let me make her against her mother. Who has a problem with my mother? Ben has my mother blocked and she's my kid's grandmother. So he's isolating my family from being with the kids. They have an older brother, they got uncles. He's isolating them from their other family. And ACS is saying it's all right. Yeah, they want me to be a robot, Superstar Bella. And act like those are not my kids. And every day I'm in this energy, but every day I don't get to show it. So I asked for a good friend of mine to be the resource because they removed my brother as the resource. They removed my mother. They have no valid explanation. They removed the gentleman friend that I have that I'm staying in Brooklyn with. They want to remove anybody close to me that I want. They don't want my wants and needs fulfilled. So let's do everything in our power to make it hard for her. Hmm? People saying you stuck in the past. I asked my father to call Ben. I asked my father. Y'all seen my father come on here, right? Now, even after my father did 25 years, I still accepted him into my life. I didn't curse him out up until recently. I didn't. I just wanted to build a relationship with him. And he said one day, I want to call Ben and talk to him. Da, da, da. I said, nah, don't even do that. He probably not even going to answer. Or, like, don't even waste your time. But then I said, you know what? This is my opportunity to have somebody defend me. So I said, you know what? Don't call to talk to him. Call to talk to the kids. So ask him if you could talk to the kids. Do you know when my father called, Ben started going off about me? He started just unleashing all this stuff. Do you know she was being unruly in the court, talking to the judge? Do you know she got arrested for da da da? Like trying to unleash all this stuff on my father. But he's not saying nothing he did, one. And two, did you let my father speak to the grandkids? Or you was just trying to sink me and make me look bad? So he got to my father. He had got to some of my family members. My cousin is one of them. I called my cousin on my own and I had to tell him my own story. Some people were so wicked, they use your weaknesses against you. He knew that it was weak spots with some of my family members and used it against me. A friend of mine that I knew for over 20 years, I asked her to be the resource after they removed my resources. The resource is supposed to be the middleman between me and my kids. This particular day, I wasn't even pressed about seeing the kids. I knew he was blocking me at this time. So I wasn't even calling to see the kids. But the dance school called me about my daughter being there with no bag. So I called my friend because Ben has had me blocked. I called the resource friend to say, can you call Ben on three-way so I could talk to him about what the dance school said? She goes, oh, well, Ben told me he doesn't want me to call him on three-way with you. This is the resource. That's the middleman between me and my kids. If she can't call to speak so I can speak to him, then you know what? You can't be a resource. You said you are not a mother that was on drugs, which is why they're having a hard time dealing with you. They're used to just being able to give out whatever. And my kids are not in foster care. So that makes it like lackadaisical to them. Like, oh, they with their father. They not in foster care. They good. They're not good. They're not good without their mother. They're not good. Superstar Bella. It's a level of anxiety. I can't even sit down at certain times because I'm sitting here thinking about my kids. And there's nothing I can do. I didn't hurt them. I didn't hurt my kids. Why they doing this to me? Why they do this? Why? Why so many people can't see my pain? I go every day without my kids. I wanted a friend, a family member to step up for me. I don't have that. Because I would do it for them. I want to know why you're not around your kids. Why this person keep you from your kids and nobody's doing that for me. He's hurting my daughter, like you said, SC. He's taking her out of dance school. There's nothing I can do. He got Bryce in basketball. He got Aria watching. He's not even taking her to dance school. When I was there, I was taking her to dance school. He won't let me see her. And this is who everybody's defending. I don't know what to do anymore. Living with this pain is the hardest shit I ever had to do. The hardest thing. I've been a shoulder to cry on for all these people. All of them. All of them. And they looking at my tears and saying, fuck you. They looking at my tears and saying, I don't know what to tell you. And I sit and I nurture people's tears. Everybody I know vents to me. And when it's time for me to vent, I have no one. They just signed me up for therapy with my insurance. It's been a long waiting list. And y'all want to tell me I'm crazy. I signed up 2 years ago for therapy. 2 years ago. And I want to fight back and I don't know how. I don't know how. Because the system is fucked up. The system is fucked up. They villainized me. When I was going through something, and I just think of any woman, I have to do these stories to bring me back to reality. I could have been one of these women. So yeah, I'm here dealing with this, but some of these women lost their lives. I am a victim of domestic violence. And I'm still being victimized. I'm a victim of domestic violence. Emotional, physical, and sexual. And nobody did nothing about it. I ask that God allow me to be a voice to the voiceless. Allow me, keep my heart in one piece. Keep my heart in one piece, Lord, because these people took my heart as a joke. Oh, I've been doing the best I can. And I have those moments when I just want to touch my kids and I can't. Because of the man I chose to forgive time and time again. The man I never got in trouble wants to sink me for others' happiness. For other people in the mix. his family that doesn't like me, his friends, his girlfriend, all those people he's doing this for and hurting my daughter, taking her out of dance school. For what? Some people have given me money. Right now, I don't have a lawyer. I fired 2 lawyers I had because I can't get in contact with them, and they're doing nothing on my behalf because they was legal aid. I filed an appeal, and it's taking forever. Everything is a waiting game, and all the time I'm just losing time with my kids. It's hard to keep your mind clear when they're in your mind and your heart. It's hard to keep your mind clear when that's all you could think about is your kids that's being used against you. Not a man, not what he's doing, simply my kids. Oh, yeah, I don't get no income tax. Because remember, he has custody of the kids. Another checkmate on me. I can't file for them. That's a setup. I mean, I could file for them, but I got to say they wasn't living with me. So I'm not getting no big money back for my kids. Mm-hmm. Yep. All I got to say is if a man would do it to one woman, he'll do it to another. That's all I got to say. Spiritual warfare is narcissists versus Hayoka empaths, very sensitive spiritual beings. Thank you, Sister Nun. Hope all is well with you. So, the first channel that I had started for my kids, because he did what he did, I had to lock him out. So I'm going to use that channel to put up different videos of my kids, times of me being with them when this nigga wasn't around. I just put a video up of the last visit I had where they was crying, where Ari was crying to be with me. And this is what he's doing, is keeping me from them. Mm-hmm. You don't understand? Because my children's father lied. October 27th, 2020. I blocked his path so he couldn't take Aria. So I took the car and I blocked his path. Like I pulled up to his bumper and blocked him from going. He started backing up into traffic. Because we both got arrested and he's already doing him. He already had a girlfriend that I didn't know about. I found out this later. He was trying to get me out the picture. So he wasn't considering my feelings from the gate. He wasn't considering my feelings. So me and him went through a lot because he did several bids while we was in a relationship. And I stayed around for him. When I had Bryce, he wasn't around. And when he came back the first day, he looked at my phone and saw that guys was contacting me. So he knew who the guys was. He started following all of them because he's a stalker. He's still following a lot of them. Like, he's a dangerous person. He got me blocked on all social media, but he got his girlfriend following me. I'm telling you what I did. He feels like I cheated on him. Has no proof of that. He looked at my phone and saw guys contacting me, which I told him on the phone while he was locked up, I'm entertaining guys. You not here. Like, he didn't marry me, right? A man goes to prison for the second time. You wasn't there to see your first son being born. You didn't marry me, so you're not really committed. So now I gotta go with being alone, no type of male attention after having a baby. None. Because he's in prison. So I got to wait till he calls me. He was calling me probably once a week at that time because he's like, oh, I'm trying to conserve money. But I'm like, but I needed to talk to you. I just had a baby by myself. So it was my fault. I take accountability for not making a decision on being with him if I felt like I wanted to entertain other guys. Was that my purpose or my goal? No, I wanted him there. He wasn't there. He kept getting in trouble. A man you had children from treating you like this. Oh, yeah. It's a horrible feeling. And some people don't get it. They feel like once you've moved on, why do you care? Because he's keeping me from my kids. It's not even about ACS. He's making it about ACS because he lied to them in order to sink me. Again, I got this case off of a lie. I got this case off of a lie. And ACS doesn't have to prove hearsay. This is what makes it even more hurtful, that they don't have to prove hearsay, right, in order to find someone negligent. So why would that person lie knowing that? Thank you. Yes, so that's what broke us up. But me being the empath, I'm sitting there still around, still wanting him. Like, it hurts so bad. I think I never got to deal with that pain, right? So imagine dealing with one pain and going right into another pain. I didn't get to catch my breath from being a single mother when he was gone. And then we was getting evicted right after. That's what it seemed like to me. Like, it was just back to back. And then I had Aria in the midst of all of that. So it was me having a toddler, pregnant again, about to get evicted. The eviction took like a year for them to finally get us out. I wasn't doing nothing in that place because it needed repairs. I wanted to leave, so I kind of let it go, but I should have held on because then I wouldn't have gone through everything I went through. It's so many things. I go back to the past because I never dealt with it and I'm still caught up in it. Everything from those moments is why I'm suffering now. So when we was getting evicted, one of the same guys that he saw in my phone, I went to get bud from with the kids. I did. I mentioned this a couple of times that I will take my accountability for that. I was wrong for that. Was I in his house? No. Was I sleeping with him? No. But he saw me standing, he passed by with his friends and saw me standing on the corner. So that was why my children's father broke up with me. Because he said, that's the same nigga that was in your phone from before. So you must really like this nigga. You must love this nigga. I'm like, no, I don't. You know what the truth of the matter is? You was never around. He was constantly in and out of prison, and I was always by myself. And I dealt with that. That's where I'm wrong. Because I dealt with a man like that. That's what hurts. So when people want to talk about black men, nobody can tell me nothing about black men. And the lengths a woman will go to make sure a black man is good. It doesn't help you to win. Thank you. Pain can be crippling, especially when it's your kids that you can't protect. Yes, he have triangulated me several times. Yep. That's why I have to fall back from certain people. If you let this man get to you after he did all the stuff he did to me, left me, went to prison, wilded out so many times, acted a fool, almost killed his sister, took Aria to another chick he was dealing with, dropped her off, didn't tell me, I didn't know where she was. It's a lot. Oh yeah, I gotta teach my daughter, stay away from a nigga like your father. Real talk. Look what he's showing my kids. Look what he's showing my kids. Right. Superstar Bella. I didn't move a man in. I didn't say, oh, you can't come back here. There's women that have done that. Iced the nigga quick. I made sure he had somewhere to get parole to. I made sure his son knew him, even though he still didn't sign his birth certificate. That was my focus. Take accountability for your kid. We still ain't get to that. He still ain't on Bryce's birth certificate. Even through all of this. Because he can't sign it without me. I'm the only parent on Bryce's birth certificate. But I'm the one that's being villainized off of a lie. He said I crashed into his car. Crashed. Never happened. It never happened. There's no accident report. There's no pictures he has of real damage. It never happened. And he lied. Yeah, I tried to make a man out of a little boy. Facts. You're right. I'm not going to deny that you're right. Hey, it is what it is. You are so right. What else? You said keep exposing their dirty SDs. That's why they really mad about. Oh, well, Spirit said fuck them. Mm-hmm. I just don't understand how people who already hurt you continuously try to hurt you. If you already hurt me, right? You already know you went to prison several times and left me in positions to fend for myself. You know that. You know, even after that, when we get evicted, 2 kids later, you tell me the kids could go to your mother's house, but I can't. Right? This is why I replay this. People saying you're still in love with him. No, this is hate, nigga. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck did I do wrong. He breaks up with me after he seen me standing with homeboy. That was September of 2019. If you break up with someone, right, that you have kids with, and you saying I'm moved on. Mind you, I was still trying to be with him months later until the following year. He wasn't coming through. He wasn't there. He was not there for us. He was coming by force. I was basically going hard for him to come around. So he would come when he felt like it. Right? And after a while, I got tired of it. Like, he paints this picture like he did so much for me. You left me from 2019, before the pandemic. So we've been broke up. I leave the next year, almost a year later, in July. He wasn't trying to fuck with me, y'all. He wasn't trying at all. So where did I go wrong by going to Houston? He still bring that up. You took my kids to a nigga's crib you don't know. How do you know what I knew? How do you know? You took my kids anywhere. Was you there? Did you step up to the plate like a man? No. You said you wanted to live your life. When I finally say, you know what? I'm going to go live mine with my kids. Where I went wrong is coming back to New York to try to co-parent with him. So even after all the breakup, I moved. I didn't even move to Houston yet. I went to Houston for a month with the kids, trying to figure it out during the pandemic. Cause you got me alone, right? You want me to be alone somewhere with my kids, or should I be trying to find a relationship? Now, mind you, this just came out last year. While he's lying, talking about he went to Atlanta, you really was in Miami with your current girlfriend. So why this is somebody that's dangerous. They're lying to you about what they're doing, crying to me that he wants me to come back with the kids. He missed the kids. Please come back. I'm going to do the right thing. He went to Miami while I was coming back to New York. I bring this up because, first of all, that's why he's trying to sink me. It stems from that, from 2020, not from our breaking up. Pay attention. Not because I broke up with him and moved on with another nigga. No, that didn't happen. He was moving on. And when I finally decided to go states away, that's when he was in his bag. That's a narcissist. He wasn't trying to see the kids every day. During the pandemic, I was by myself with my kids. So again, you already was hurting me. Yes, I hurt you in return from the original hurt. I didn't come into the situation just cheating on him or nothing like that. That's not what happened. You went to prison for the second time, dogs. And I was teetering on whether I was supposed to be with him or not. But I never made a verbal decision to him. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, I just want him to be in his son's life. Mistake on my part. Because if I would have got him a stepfather, I wouldn't be going through none of this. Correct or not? Thank you. You are trying to rationalize an irrational, toxic people behavior. It's him, not you. You did nothing wrong but love a sick individual, not knowing how mentally sick he is, who lives off of torturing you. Yep. That's exactly what is going on. His feet is like, I feel like somebody put something on me when they sent him into my life. It's just that deep, y'all. I feel like so many things happen back to back fucking with him, and I can't get out of this cycle. Why the fuck did I feel bad? I had my babies with me, and I was feeling bad that I left and went so far away, and I came back. And so the lesson for me is being a human being, being sympathetic even when your feelings was hurt. That's what got me in this position. This life and this realm is not for genuine people that speak their truth. It's not for genuine people. People keep telling me, stop showing him your pain. He loves it. He's laughing at you. He doesn't care. So many of y'all inbox me that, text me, tell me that. It's like, but this is how I feel. Where is it supposed to go? That's why I got locked up so many times. Where is it supposed to go? I want to help somebody going through this, but I got to get through this first. I don't want anybody to ever go through this. This is work. This is the worst thing I ever experienced in my life. And I've been through some fucked up shit, but this That's my baby. Stole my babies. And I was trying to protect them. And these people took them from me. And I never hurt them. That hurts. That hurts my heart on another level. And there's nobody for me to talk to about this. The sad part is, I can't even talk to the therapist about it. I can't talk to the therapist. Because this is the last thing I gotta do before I get my kids. And if I say I'm struggling with them not being around, they're gonna use it against me. I have nowhere for it to go. I'm trying to be as straightforward when I do my therapy as possible. Because I've been waiting 2.5 years for them. And I went to prison, I went to jail. Not prison, I went to jail several times. Psych ward. Because I am losing it without them. And you can't even be honest about that. Because they're going to say you're not fit. But the reason why I'm not fit is because I don't have my kids with me. What hurts is to know that it's people like that in this world. It's people actually like this in this world. There's people that feed on people's hurt. And they wonder why we don't have nothing. I'm not that person. I don't want to see nobody hurt. I wouldn't even want to see my worst enemy go through this shit. All this because I never defended myself. I never defended myself. I let people dog walk me. Literally. So many, even through this YouTube experience, have gotten away with so much. Have gotten away with it. From the trolls harassing and stalking me, Dr. Boyce Watkins, Z Banger, so many people that got over on me. And I let them. So people that think I'm a villain, I be trying to find out how. When I let so much slide. I gotta hear people telling me I'm losing it. The people closest to me. And I watched the same people lose it for different things. And I didn't judge them. I was there for them. Right? Those are not people. Now, don't you think it's sick that someone would either watch you or have people watching you, but you can't watch those people? At this point, I think they're actively fucking with you to show you they don't care about the babies. What's so sad is you're not the only person that said that. These people don't care about my kids. That's That's the worst part. They don't even care. And I nurture my babies. They don't even care. Thank you. Again, everybody's not going to agree with me coming on here to vent. But I feel like this is better than me going to jail. This is better than me losing everything. So even though I look crazy, as people say, why do people film themselves crying? Nobody purposely tried to cry. I'm in the moment. Again, I'm to the point where I don't care what people feel. We in a real battle, and everybody has a battle in their own way. I'm showing my battle. I'm showing my battle. Where others are silent and they end up going to be mass murderers and kill themselves, kill the people. I'm not getting to that level because I'm expressing my pain. I'm not gonna let people tell me you can't express yourself. Go to therapy when I've been waiting for therapy for 2 years. And it's finally gonna start next week. After all this time. So you don't think that hurts when people try to tell you do something that you can only do within your power? Pressure can burst an iron pipe. Thank you. Again, I've had people to make fun of me, ridicule me for going through this. You know how that feels to be ridiculed for actually being there for a black man? Where they say we turn our back on them when they're not financially stable. If they go to prison, they say we turn our back on them. But when you stick around, you actually get fucked over. Thank you, Walumbo. Exactly. I'm getting punished for that too. When I finally started fighting back and I had to call the cops over there a couple times for a wellness check, he thinks that I got him arrested, but that's not what happened. I didn't call the cops that very day. So again, I'm being penalized for things I'm doing to fight back. So if I say, I told the ACS worker that my child FaceTimed me and told me she wasn't feeling good. Instead of her focusing on my child isn't feeling good, she focused on the fact that my child FaceTimed me. And so now he blocked my number from my kids' devices for the past 4 weeks. Blocked communication with me. Didn't show up to my court-ordered visits. I told you what my so-called friend did. She didn't want to call him on three-way. Promise to God, I didn't curse her out. All I said was, can you call him on three-way? She said, he told me he didn't want me to do that. I said, are you my friend? Are you my friend? And that made you hang up the phone on me. So that means you're not my friend. Therefore, why would I use her as a resource? I asked you to call because I was worried about my daughter being at dance school by herself. Because you didn't take your daughter that week. And I get penalized for me being a mother. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. So what do I got Y'all know how it feels when you the only person that can help yourself and you being alienated by everybody that's supposed to help. This is the system that y'all voting for, that y'all saying to vote into. I'm here wanting to be in my kids' life. I'm not running from them. So why they making it so hard? Everybody. Why they making it so hard? I'm in pain. I'm not supposed to be. Sometimes the anxiety gets so thick, I can't even breathe. I can't sit still. I put myself in a lot of different things. I do a lot of different types of content to keep my mind busy. And sometimes nothing works. I'm being honest. Sometimes nothing works. So I had to go to criminal court today for incidents of me violating the order of protection. Just me wanting to be around my kids and me being isolated, a form of domestic violence. Just like the co-parenting class that they mandated me to said, parent alienation is domestic violence. So I have domestic violence being done to me. Yes, it'll be days like that. I try my best. Y'all see me get dressed. Y'all see me try to do my TikTok. All of that is distractions. Because underneath it all, I just want to hold my babies. And demons get to be around them. And then I try to say to myself, I had this time away from them so I can ascend, like you said. But that don't take away not even be able to be around them for 4 weeks. The first 2 weeks, for no reason at all. But then the next 2 weeks, the situation happened with my resource. So they're using that as an excuse. What happened to the previous 2 weeks? You just had me blocked. So if the resource can't call for me, she's not available for me, I'm just asked out. Thank y'all for listening to another episode of the Goddess Hour. I express my pain so I don't do nothing that's gonna put me in the worst situation. But I'd be lying to tell y'all, me being away from my babies, 4 and 6, somebody playing with my kids, trying to paint me as a bad person to keep me away so they could be in a relationship with someone else. It's time for me. I can't even, yeah, yoga is great. It's time for me to just be a person that I'm not naturally. I'm gonna charge my phone a little bit, and I got some things I gotta do. They made me the villain. I'm sitting here trying to fight my pain, not knowing how to. So I'm not regretful of how I responded because I'm a Taurus, I'm a bull. Being attacked, feeling attacked and isolated, alienated from my kids, I didn't know no better. I didn't know no better. Like, still don't know no better. Still don't know no better. All I could do is say I'm working on myself. I'm a work in progress. I have my happy moments, but without my kids, there's not too many. And it sucks when somebody use that against you. And that really sucks. So I'm about to upload all these videos to my YouTube channel, the YouTube channel that I started for my kids. That's gonna be dedicated to the pain. Maybe that's a way to release it, and I'm gonna delete it all. Cause this shit is another level. When your heart just isn't a continuous hurt. Like I can't, like how do you be happy when it's like, oh damn, I gotta go to court today. Oh, I gotta go to court next week. Oh, I still gotta do these courses. 2.5 years later. And no consequences for him at all. No consequences. Thank you, SC. I appreciate you for giving me the information because you definitely showed me so many times the narcissism, this triangulation, all of those things. That's what was happening. It's crazy. It's sick. It's sick that I'm not allowed to be in pain. I'm not allowed that hurt. That's what it feels like. I'm not viewed as a woman that her pain is respected. That hurts. My pain gets disrespected so many times. But let any of those people be in pain. They not gonna expect somebody to treat them like that. That's what makes this world a sick place. We don't put ourselves in people's shoes to really feel or try to feel what they would feel. I do that. I imagine somebody tell me their story. I imagine if it was me going through that. And I try to feel somebody's pain by visualizing it. Some people don't do that. They don't care. Having a good heart doesn't matter. That's why I said I don't believe in Christianity anymore. Because those very people are the ones that's hurting you. Purposely. Purposely. What are they hiding? What are they deflecting from that they want to beat you to the punch? That's what it feels like. So I'm getting off of here. This realm isn't for pain, but I still am gonna be me and express my pain. Cause people so fake. If I end up not making it from a heart attack or stroke, they gonna end up saying, "Damn, that's fucked up." Nah, some people really ain't care like that. Cause when you cry out for help in your own way, it gets disrespected and violated. People are weird. Like, they're just weird in this realm. That's why I don't care anymore. I do what works for me. Because y'all don't know this conversation could have saved my life, right? That's really it. Choose the wrong man that's not for you. You don't choose to be a wife. It is major consequences. People don't respect you. People look at you as a single mother that I definitely am not going to help you because you made a decision not to be married. So you're not worthy of help, right? That's how it goes. We don't care about your pain because you're not a wife, right? I wanted so many times to put this chapter away, so many times to close the chapter. And it's like I'm stuck in it. Like somebody put something on me to keep me stuck, keep me unhappy. People intentionally hurt me. I don't be knowing that my kids is good. A lot of the times, I don't know if they good. So I have to tell my story. As embarrassing as it is, I'm definitely gonna tell my story many times as I want to. Yep, that's what I have to do. I gotta let it all out so I can move on. Because it's still lingering because I'm still going through it. Yep. You know how it feels to be painted as the villain when you were supposed to paint a person as the villain a long time ago. He was the villain all along. He was the villain all along. And I kept making excuses for him. I kept making excuses for the pain he was causing me. And now I'm the villain. I'm the villain. It's unbelievable to me. Unbelievable. Breathe and let it resonate. That you had kids with a man that does not respect you. He does not love his kids. He's only trying to hurt you and them. Let that resonate so you know how to move. Talking to myself. I don't think it truly resonated. That's the problem. Because I'm not a hateful person like people may think. But that nigga hates me. He don't like me. He don't respect me. He don't respect our children's heart towards their mother. He did this for his own gain. Him being in the clear. Him looking like he's not the bad guy. It's sick. So it's times that I have to express that. So anybody that feel like I love him or I'm in love with him, you couldn't be further from the truth. This is why I said I can't get advice from everybody. Because there were people that was telling me to be nice to him. Y'all saw how that worked out? Be nice to him. It didn't work. It didn't work. Nothing worked. You're right, Kodak. Nothing worked. Even me being nice, it didn't work. They made me the villain, is what I'm saying. I know I'm not the villain. That's why it hurts that that's what I'm painted as because of how my hurt came out. Yeah, my hurt didn't come out good. How was it supposed to come out? That's why I wanted to move far away and start a new life. Like I said, many people have said many things about you shouldn't come on here and vent. You shouldn't come on here and do this. Yo, my real life, my real heart, my real heart and real life is so broken that sometimes if I don't come on here, I'm going to end up in a situation. And you got people telling you you're wrong for your reaction. Look at your reaction, your response. And I'm saying, like, my kids are being held from me off of a lying ass nigga. And he got motherfuckers around him laughing at my pain, which in turn is laughing at my kids' pain. Because they don't have their mother around them. That didn't hurt them. And the only reason he's there is because of me. I fought for him to be around just for him to kick me to the curb. How many of these women lost their lives for forgiving that one last time that they shouldn't have? Forgiven by meeting up with him and him being able to take your life. And every one of these women are mothers. Every one of these women are mothers. I'm about to drop a story. It's 4 different stories in one because I couldn't find a lot of information on these women that lost their lives by their husbands or boyfriend. Imagine forgiving somebody that one last time and they really don't have good intentions for you. And they take your life. So this nigga ain't physically take my life, but he is trying to take my spirit. But these other women got their lives taken from them. It could be me. It could have been me. That is true. We do know magic. You are right. I don't feel powerless. I just feel like it's a lot of forces against me at the same time. It's a lot of different evil forces against me at the same time. When there's a lot of different people that have evil intent against you, then it makes my job harder. I'm only one person, so that's why I ask people to light a candle with me for my kids, so I can get my kids back. And a few of y'all said y'all lit a candle for me. My energy's affecting you. Okay, I'm sorry. So maybe you should log off. I'm sorry. This is my channel. If it's too much for you, I get it. But I heard a content creator say something the other day that this channel is my piece. And if that's not good enough for you, then, I don't want to affect nobody's energy. Thank you. It's good to have a safe space, not a space of people trying to ridicule you, ridicule your pain. It's like as if to say, you a strong black woman. That means you don't never, ever have the right to feel pain. That's basically how people in my life make me feel. Yes, I'm still here fighting. It's the worry that gets to me. And nobody is doing anything about it. That's exactly how I'm feeling too. Dwayne Wade was allegedly the one with the money. So he got to push his ex-wife out and bring in Gabrielle, a new woman, which is happening to me because the new woman is around my kids. Hmm. And like I said, I learned my lesson to stop talking on social media about what I'm going to do. But trust and believe, I got a whole lot up my sleeve. I'm just waiting for my phone to charge. We got a couple of points to hit today. I have not fought back in a real way to make this man look bad in any type of way. My father called to speak to his grandkids and never got to speak to them. Been unleashed about me and all the bad things that I've done during this ACS case. But he's not unleashing about what he has been doing, what he did, how he lied, how he had no place for me to live. He got me a 3-month place. He said, after 3 months, you got to go. So I left. And then he's trying to sink me. That's a demonic person that will break up with somebody, but they still in their feelings in order to hurt them. Thank you. Thank you for those words. Who became a lawyer? Oh, yep. Because now everybody dogging out Dwayne Wade. Evil doesn't prevail. But y'all not going to do that to my kids. Wicked. Wicked. You're not going to do that to my kids. I promise you won't. Promise you won't. My kids thinking I'm not there for them, but another chick is. Because that's how he designed it. Because he knew what type of person I was. People know I'm overly motherly. So for people to not see that this shit is killing me, whew, we are a hurt community of people. It be the closest people to you. The closest people to you. Through this time, going through my ups and downs, I having no apartment, no place for me to live. I found a friend that, of course, at times had become more than a friend. But I was going through so much back and forth, moving to Houston. If I didn't have that friend in Brooklyn, I wouldn't know where I would be. Because I can't mentally function in Queens. Too much pain here. I can't function. I don't want to live in Queens. Anywhere but Queens. And that's where I grew up. Let me push her out to make it easy for you. Let me push their real mother out to make it easy for you. I'm about to go to the Botanica. And then I got some other things to do. I'm tired of not being heard. I'm tired. Women so evil, cold-hearted, kept me from my kids because they don't like me. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to get off here now. Thank y'all for listening. I'll be back a little bit later. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I don't know if this live is staying up. As I said, it's just layers upon layers of pain that has been inflicted on me. Anyway, this live may not stay up. Because, I got people that like to turn it around. Alright, well. Later, y'all.